Realizes how serious the results of horseplay can be until it's too late. Horseplay on the job causes thousands of injuries every year. And sometimes it's not only the victims or the pranksters themselves who get injured. For example, in one case, a worker lit a small trash fire in a wastebasket to scare his buddy and burned down the whole plant. His harmless fun cost everyone their jobs and some people their lives. Fires claim the lives of over 4,000 people every year. Hundreds of these deaths and many more injuries occur in the workplace, and some are the result of what is meant to be a harmless joke. But horseplay is never harmless. People get hurt one way or another. Today it could be your coworker, tomorrow it could be you. Preventing horseplay is everyone's business.
I make horseplay my business. I resent having to worry about being the butt of somebody's warped idea of a joke. I mean, why should I end up in the hospital? Because somebody refuses to act his age? That's why I'm not shy about letting my coworkers know that horseplay is one sport I don't want any part of. I just won't tolerate it.
Let's face it, horseplay is no joke. That's why you're watching this program. In the next few minutes, you'll learn why horseplay is dangerous, why it can't be tolerated, and what you can do about it. Let's start by looking at the most important action you can take. Don't play into horseplay. Why? You may get the best of a coworker, but the joke could last a lifetime.
It'll be great, Ed. We gotta do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Come on, Ed. How much harm can a simple rubber snake cause? So Pat screams and we get a few laughs.
I don't think Pat has a sense of humor when it comes to playing practical jokes. Maybe we should forget it.
Don't be a wimp. Pat has a sense of humor when it comes to kidding us. Come on.
Yeah, she does come up with some wise comebacks whenever we joke around with it. All right, let's do it.
Great. Come on.
So, Sam, we've got to get this out by 3 o'clock tomorrow. We've got to meet with production. Ow!
We were just kidding around. I never dreamed anybody would get hurt. My heart was pounding when I saw that knife fly across the table. It was like it all happened in slow motion, and I was powerless to do anything. I just watched the knife fly right into Sam's eye. Never again. Nobody will ever talk me into playing a practical joke again.
70,000 people suffer disabling eye injuries on the job in an average year. Many of these people are blinded for life. Take a stand against horseplay and stand your ground. Don't initiate it, don't get bullied into it, and don't ignore it.
The thing that upsets me the most is that I didn't have anything to do with that joke. But somehow I feel that because of me, somebody else was hurt. After all, it was my knife. It's unforgivable when someone gets seriously hurt because of horseplay. Makes me really mad to think that somebody's stupid joke turned into a tragedy. Sam could lose that eye. I mean, how can people do things like that? But I've learned an important lesson from all this. I'm definitely going to be a lot more aware of what's happening around me. You have to be. There's always a clown or two in every group.
Pat's right. You have to look out for yourself. You have to protect yourself. You have to work defensively. You can't count on other people to watch out for you.
I'm going to report those idiots. I mean, luckily I heard them coming so I could get out of the way, you know? I mean, you've got to expect the unexpected. I always keep my eyes and ears open. I mean, you've got to be aware of what's going on around you all the time.
It's like driving defensively. You have to protect yourself against other people's unsafe acts. So always watch out for other people, both for your safety and for theirs. This year, there will be about 170,000 disabling arm injuries on the job and another 220,000 leg injuries. Many of these injuries are the result of horseplay. That's why you have to work defensively. Watch out for the other person and be aware of your surroundings. Don't let someone else's foolishness put you in the hospital, or worse. Defend your safety. And there's something more that you have to do which is equally important. When it comes to horseplay, you have to stop it or report it. Take responsibility for safety.
Hey, guys, will you cut it out, will you? Somebody's gonna get hurt.
Oh, loosen up, Joe. We're just having a little fun.
Now we got boxes full of damaged parts that we can't send to the customers, so the order's gonna have to go out late. And if that's not bad enough, she almost hit me with the broom. Now, I know people are just letting off steam, but somebody's gonna end up getting hurt.
Reporting horseplay doesn't mean you're a spoil sport or a snitch. It does mean that you don't want to jeopardize your safety or that of your coworkers. Look at it this way. Suppose you could foresee the future, and you knew that someone would be permanently injured as the result of horseplay. You'd do everything in your power to prevent it, wouldn't you? Well, you may not have ESP, but you do have common sense. Use it. Stop horseplay or report it. But that's not all you should do. You also need to set a good example.
This will be funny. It's about time someone gave Harry some of his own medicine. It's perfect, too, on his birthday.
I thought you would have learned your lesson when the knife flew into Sam's eye. It's not a good idea. Harry's got a bad back. If this joke backfires and Harry gets hurt, we'd be responsible.
Almost 400,000 people suffer painful, sometimes crippling back injuries on the job every year.
Sure, it's hard to be the one who stands up and says, no, I don't think it's funny. Or no, I don't think you should do that, and I'll tell you why. It takes courage to speak up, but that's what you have to do. Don't let others persuade you to engage in horseplay, no matter how convincing or intimidating they may be. Don't give in just to be one of the crowd.
When you refuse to become involved in horseplay and you discourage other people from becoming involved, you win respect and show other people that you take safety seriously. And your good example can make them more safety conscious too. You've seen why horseplay can never be dismissed as harmless fun. And you've learned the vital role you play in reducing the impact of horseplay in your department and in your company. Now let's review the 4 important steps you can continue to take to protect yourself and your coworkers. Don't play into horseplay. Don't initiate it, don't get bullied into it, and don't ignore it.
Never again. Nobody will ever talk me into playing a practical joke again.
Work defensively. You can't count on other people to watch out for you. Protect yourself against other people's unsafe acts.
I mean, you've got to expect the unexpected. I always keep my eyes and ears open. I mean, you've got to be aware of what's going on around you all the time.
Stop it or report it. Do everything in your power to wipe out any form of horseplay in your workplace. Remember, it's your life. Can you afford not to report it?
That's why I'm not shy about letting my coworkers know that horseplay is one sport I don't want any part of. I just won't tolerate it.
Set a good example. Your good example could save a life someday.
It takes courage to speak up, but that's what you have to do.
If you think of horseplay as harmless fun, think again. Think of all the victims who aren't laughing. Get serious about your safety and the safety of your coworkers. Get mad at those who, for the sake of a laugh, put you and your coworkers at risk. Don't play into horseplay. Speak up now and defend your right to a safer workplace. Someday, your life may depend on it.